First, let's start with the problem. If you're one of the many crazy ones who's running Facebook and Instagram ads to grow and scale your business, or if you are an agency providing that as a service to other businesses, you're probably familiar with this problem right here, which is just an absolute overload of data and information, right? There's countless KPIs and different rows across campaigns, ad sets, ads, all the different time frames that we need to analyze and sort of figure out, okay, what do we want to do next? What can we do today to improve performance? On top of obviously the data overload comes some funny issues such as this issue right here. You can see here, it doesn't even aggregate my performance data. I cannot even tell you right now how many purchases or leads or adds to cards I've generated across these ad sets and campaigns because it doesn't aggregate or summarize the performance data right here. So this and many other reasons is why we've created AdAmigo.ai, the world's first AI chat agent for meta advertisers. And with AdAmigo.ai, we make it as easy as just writing a question, and our AI agent goes through the data and gives you the insight and the information so you can then go and take action. Now, keep in mind also AdAmigo can take the action, right? So you have it all in one beautiful workflow. Get insights, have AdAmigo consult you on what to do next, and then ask AdAmigo to take action for you. Now, today in today's demo, I want to show you what I am doing every single day and our customers are doing every single day using AdAmigo, which we like to call Ad Account Health Check. So there's a sequence of questions that we ask AdAmigo, and we get a general overview of performance data. We can actually share that with a client if we're an agency, or with our team if we're in a brand, and then also take action for the day to improve performance and keep the account lean and clean, and then move on to other things like creating new ads and so on and so forth. Now, before we dive into the demo here for AdAmigo for this specific use case, two quick disclaimers. Number one, this is AdAmigo beta version 1, right? We are on the cutting edge of AI technology with this AI chat agent, and speed, look, feel, functionality is improving and changing every single day. So just bear that in mind. Number two is that this video is not going to be quick, short, and precise. It's going to be rather thorough. I will every now and then try to throw in some additional pieces of information so that by the end of this, you will know how to manage your ad account every single day using this new AI tool that is coming up in the market as we speak. So first, what I want to just get out of my AdAmigo here real quick is just a general performance summary, right? So how was my performance yesterday, right? So I just wake up in the morning, I fire up AdAmigo. You can do the same thing on your mobile phone, by the way, and you just ask it this quick question to get a general overview. Um, Obviously, and keep in mind the loading speed. I'm not trying to hide it. Yeah, it is. We have done zero speed optimization at this point, so obviously it's still slow. But in the next 2 weeks, you will see this change drastically. Now, what you can do if you are an agency, you can actually click here. You can copy the message as a whole. You can go into your client Slack, WhatsApp, email, and just send out the message, and they're going to get this daily performance summary. You can also specify certain KPIs, right? Maybe some KPIs reach frequency, you don't care about them. You can ask AdAmigo to just, hey, show me yesterday's XYZ KPIs, and it's going to show you, right? Now, a couple of quick things. I can see here, obviously my CTR. Another thing that I would actually do is after this, I would ask, hey, what has been my performance so far month to date? And then just try to cross-reference it, right? So I see here 4 CTR, which actually is really high. If you're an e-commerce brand optimizing for conversions, ad set level purchases, that's a great CTR. You want to have everything above 2%, I would say is good. By the way, you can also ask this at Amigo, right? What is a good CTR for a brand like mine, right? And it's going to tell you. But if I would see that, for example, month to date, the CTR is higher, which I actually know it's like 5.5%, I think, month to date. So actually the last, like yesterday, it's not been that great, right? And, I would like to figure out how can I actually improve my CTR? I can ask AdAmigo, how can I improve my CTR? And it's going to give you personalized insights based on your account, what you should do to drive up CTR or lower CPM costs, which actually for this account is a problem, and so on and so forth. Now, that's like sort of a first quick overview. The next thing that I would like to do, and I have that question prepared right here, so I'll just copy and paste it over, is I would like to go a little bit more into detail, and I would like to understand KPIs that I care about. So return on ad spend, cost per ads to cart, cost per purchase, and so far month to date, across all my ad sets, right? So I just quickly get that overview and I can then take action. Please reduce budgets here, pause ad sets here, increase budgets on this ad set, and that will keep my account lean and clean on a daily basis. Now, again, keep in mind the speed. I think this account at this point has something like 50 or 60 ad sets to go through. So it will sometimes take a little bit longer. There you go. So here I have all my ad sets in the account. I see my spend, my budget, ROAS, cost per purchase, and cost per ads to cart as I've asked it to provide it to me. And I'll see here already some, no ROAS, no purchases. That's bad, right? But it has some ads to cards. This one is great. This one's doing really well. 5.27 return on ad spend. That's a great ad set. I want to think about scaling the budgets here, right? This one is amazing. Look, so this is exactly why we have to do this stuff every single day. So here you can see this ad set right here only spent $40, has only $40 daily budget, and has a 12 ROI. This one has $400 daily budget, has a 5 ROI. So this one is doing much, much better. Obviously, also because spend is lower, but I want to increase the budget here, right? So I would ask AdAmigo, hey, can you please increase the budgets from 40 to $200, $500? If you're not sure by how much you want to increase it, when you want to increase it, ask AdAmigo. It will tell you, right? It's going to consult you there. So that's where we bring this entire thing together. I can also see there's some ad sets actually here. This one, right? Almost spend $1,000, zero sales. I'm not happy with it. Same thing here, right? So actually, that I'm not happy about. So this one, and there I think was another one. Nah, let me start with this one first. This right here, I want to pause it. So please, please pause. Jesus, sorry. Please pause at set number 7. And I want to pause another one and 3, right? So those are 2 ones that are just spending too much money for me and not really driving good results. And it's going to go ahead and pause them right now. Inside the ads manager, I don't have to do a thing. There you go. I've been successfully paused, so that's good. Yeah, and that's the kind of work you want to do, right? So just pull up the ad sets, figure out which ones are performing great. You want to increase the budgets on them. You can ask AdAmigo to do it. You want to pause something. You can ask AdAmigo to do it. And if you want to scale the budgets on something that works well, you can ask AdAmigo to do it. I just want to quickly prove to you that it actually paused it. So I'll go here into the ads, then ad set name. And you can see it's still active. If I refresh, you'll see now it's paused, right? That's AdAmigo. AdAmigo did this for me literally just now. Cool. So that's that. Now, the next thing that I do in my daily health check is I check my ad level, right? I want to make sure that my good ads are running everywhere. I want to make sure that my bad ads are being paused and not wasting my money. So let me actually see, what ads spend over $300 and have 0 purchases. Yeah. So I think that's a good question. You might also want to ask, which ones have 0 purchases and 0 ads to card. So that means they did not just drive no sales, but they also didn't drive any ads to card. So there really is just no momentum at all. But actually seems like this account has none, which is a good sign. Now, moving on the other hand, what I would like to know is what ads actually did great, right? So I want to sort of double down on that success formula. So what I can ask it is, what ad has the best ROAS last month to date, right? And now it's going to go through all the ads and sort of surface, which one generated the best ROI for me. And then there's a couple of things we can do in the next step, right? Number one, we want to make sure that ad is running everywhere. It's active in all the active ad sets. And we can ask AdAmigo if that's the case. And if not, duplicate the ads into all those active ad sets. And another thing that I can do actually is, can you share the preview link with me? Is to do exactly this and ask for the preview link. And I can then share that preview link with the design team. I myself can take inspiration and we can come up with other ads that are similar to this ad right here, right? So I can see here, generated the preview link. There you go. And you can see right now, 1 second, just loading. There you go. Boom. So that's the ad right here, right? And I can then share it with the team and I can design more. Now, let me actually ask, is this ad active in all my active ad sets? And if not, then that's obviously a big issue. And then we'll make sure we duplicate that, right? And that's kind of let me see. Yes, the ad is currently active in the following ad sets. Okay. Okay. So it seems like, yeah, so it seems like it's already active. All right. So I should have maybe taken an account that is not that is a little bit in a more rough shape, but you get the point, right? So in the end of the day, what we're doing here is we fire up AdAmigo on the phone or desktop device. We get a macro overview of what's been performance like. We're referencing that performance to what has been the performance like for the 14 days prior, so we can kind of understand if there is a trend. And if there's a negative trend, we can ask AdAmigo to tell us, how can we improve the CTR? How can we improve the CPM? How can we, drive sales if we have just no sales coming in lately? And then ask AdAmigo to take action on that. Then the next level down is you want to have an overview of all your ad sets, and you want to pause the ones with bad performance and increase budgets on the ones that have good performance. We can make a whole training series on what are the best practices there, but you can always ask AdAmigo, right? So, okay, I want to increase budgets. What do you suggest? What should I do? And it gives you the best practices that we've trained it on from our agency experience. Then in the next step, you want to go down to the ad level. You want to pause ads that are spending too much money. Too much money typically, and AdAmigo again can answer this question, is typically 2 to 3 times the average cost per purchase. And if it then still didn't drive a purchase, it's completely bad, right? So that's like the red line. That's when you should definitely pause assets. And then the good ads, you want to make sure you share them with your design team so you can design more like them. And number two, you can duplicate them into all ad sets and active ad sets that are not yet running this ad. So that's a daily exercise you should do every single day. I hope this was valuable. Please come back for the following videos where we're going to dive into scaling best practices, downscaling best practices with AdAmigo. I'm going to show you how to launch brand new audiences, interest targeting, lookalike, launch your retargeting and re-engagement and retention audiences, all with AdAmigo and this chat interface. And continue to get value from the platform. So thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.